Welcome to Speak English with Tiffani. I am teacher Tiffani. Let's jump right in. All right, there are two phases to summarizing an article in English. The first phase is the reading phase. Now, the first time you read the article, you need to remember three things. You need to skim the entire article quickly and totally from beginning to end. Number two, don't worry about any unknown words. Many times, English learners get frustrated or confused when there's a word they don't know. But you don't have to worry about this the first time you read an article. And number three, find three key points. You want to find out what the article is actually talking about just by quickly reading over it from beginning to end. The second reading. Now, you're going to read the article a second time. This time, there are 6 things very quickly to remember. First, you must find the main point or main purpose. Remember, in the first reading, you found the 3 key points, but this one is finding the main point. What's the focus of the article? Number 2, circle the key terms in the article. Now, these are not difficult words. These are the most important words. For example, if the article is talking about food, circle the words that relate to food. Or if the article is talking about some type of news or some type of policy that's coming out in the government, you want to circle words that are connected to that topic. 3, divide the article into sections. Remember, you're trying to organize the information even before you start writing. Okay? So, section 1, section 2, section 3, blocks of information that are similar to each other. Okay? Number 4, identify the time period or dates. Was this article written last year or this year or yesterday or today? And also, what time period is the article talking about? For example, is the article talking about an event that will happen next year? You need to figure out the time period. This is all during the second time you're reading the article. Number 5, recognize the people involved. As you're reading through the article, you want to find out who is this article relating to? Who is it talking about? Okay? And last, number 6, search for the location in the article. Where is this taking place? Is it in America? Is it in Europe? Is it in Asia? Where exactly is the article talking about? Okay? Let's keep going. And the third reading. 2 things to remember. Now, for the second reading, you did a lot of extensive highlighting and organizing. For the third reading, you want to get more focused. Number 1, you want to highlight the key sentence of each section. Remember, this phase, the reading phase, is helping you to organize your thoughts and organize the information. And number 2, you're finding the result or outcome of the article. So, after you've highlighted the key sentences, which will help with the organization, now you're going to find the result. What is the end result of this entire article? Why was it written? Okay? Now we enter the second phase, the writing phase. Now, I'm going to show you how to summarize based on 3 different levels: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. The first is the beginner level, and it's going to be separated into 3 different sections: the main purpose, the key points, and your opinion. This will be the same across every level: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. All right, so first we have the main purpose section. Sentence number 1 is where you will state your main purpose. Now you'll see at the bottom, this is the information that you collected from phase 1 in the reading phase. You're going to use this information as a part of the writing phase. Okay? So again, sentence number 1 is the main purpose. Sentence number 2, the details about who and what. So the people involved and what happened. And sentence number 3, details about when, or the time period, where, or the location, and why. Okay? Now, the second section, the key points section, has 5 sentences. Sentence number 4 is the number of key points. Okay? In the article, the number of key points. Sentence number 5, point number 1. Sentence number 6, point number 2. Sentence number 7, point number 3. and sentence number 8, the summary. So you see how all of these things are organized, which is going to make your summary amazing, okay? And the last section, your opinion. There are 2 sentences. Sentence number 9, the conclusion of the article, and sentence number 10 is your opinion. Now remember, sentence number 9 is just referring to the result of the article. And in number 10, you're just giving your opinion because it's a summary of the article you read. All right, let's keep going now. The intermediate level. Now this is how you do the intermediate level summary. Now again, the 3 sections are the same: main purpose, key points, and your opinion. For the intermediate level, there are 6 sentences in the first section. So you'll notice it kind of expanded. Sentence number 1 is the main purpose. Sentence 2, who, plus a description, which means you're going to give more information about the individuals the article is talking about. Sentence 3, what, plus a description. Again, more information. Sentence number 4, when, plus a description. Sentence 5, where, plus a description. And sentence 6, why, plus a description. Now, don't worry. In a few moments, I'm going to show you exactly what patterns you need to make these sentences perfectly, okay? Now, the key points section is also expanding. There are 6 sentences for this section. Sentence number 7, the number of key points. Sentence number 8, point number 1, plus the description. What you'll notice is we're expanding and giving more details based on our level. So the beginner level gives less detail, but as you increase the level, you give more information for your summary. Now, sentence number 9, point 2, plus the description. Sentence 10, point number 3, plus the description. Sentence 11, the summary sentence number 1. And sentence 12 is the summary sentence number 2. So now this time we're giving 2 summary sentences. And finally, the your opinion section. Now in this section, we now have 3 sentences. Sentence 13 is the conclusion sentence number 1. Sentence 14 is the conclusion sentence number 2. So we're expanding our information as it regards to the conclusion in our summary. And sentence 15 is your opinion. So for the intermediate level summary, you're going to have 15 total sentences broken up into 3 sections. Very organized, okay? And last, the advanced level. Now remember, stay tuned. In a few moments, I'm going to explain very clearly all of the patterns you need to write these summaries, okay? Advanced. The advanced level, again, 3 different sections: the main purpose, the key points, and your opinion. For the main purpose in the advanced level, you have 7 sentences, okay? Sentence number 1, your opinion before reading the article. Now, as you can see, in the advanced level, you need to give more of your opinion about the information being discussed. So the first sentence is about your thoughts or your ideas. The second sentence is the main purpose of the article. Sentence number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7 are the same as from the intermediate level. Now their patterns will be different, but the information is the same. So let's keep going. The key points section also expands when we go to the advanced level. This time there are 9 sentences that we need to write for the advanced level summary. Okay? And the first sentence in this section is the same as the intermediate level. The number of key points. Sentence number 9, point number 1, plus a description. Now you'll notice sentence number 10 is a little bit different. It says detail or key sentence. So what's happening is we're expanding the information on each of the points in the advanced level for the key points section. Okay? You'll see that in sentence 12 and sentence 14. Now, sentence 15 and 16 are also a little different because you have 2 summary sentences now. Okay? And now the final section is your opinion. Now, like the intermediate level, there are 3 sentences, but what you'll notice is that sentence number 19 says your opinion after. So this is your opinion based on what you read from the article. And you kind of can compare it to the opinion you had before you read the article and now the opinion you have after reading the article. Okay, now let's jump right into actually how to write these summaries. Okay, so let's say that we read an article about the benefits of eating healthy. Now, the first section that we need to write for our summary is the main purpose. On the left, we have the 3 different levels: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So we're going to see how to write the main purpose section based on your level. So let's look at the beginner. The first sentence for the beginner is the main purpose, the main purpose. So the first sentence says, this article showed the benefits of eating healthy. Now, the pattern that you want to use is this article. So no matter what the article is that you read, your first sentence will use the pattern, this article. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. The next sentence is going to talk about the who and the what. It says, it talked about all adults and explained how they can eat healthy. So in this sentence, the second sentence, the pattern is, it talked about ... and explained. Remember, sentence number 2 for the beginner level includes details about who and what. Okay? And the third sentence for the beginner level is details about when, where, and why. Okay? Let's read it. It was written because last year in the United States, many adults were sick. So in this sentence, the pattern we will use is, it was written because ... in. All right, remember, so for this sentence, we have when, where, and why. So for the beginner level, in order to write the main purpose, you need 3 sentences. We have how many patterns? 3 patterns. Okay, let's keep going. Now, for the intermediate level, you need 6 sentences. Now, the first sentence is going to be also about the main purpose, but the pattern is a bit different. So let's read it. This article was written in order to show the benefits of eating healthy. So you can see that in this sentence, the pattern is, this article was written in order to. This is a little bit different than the beginner level because the intermediate level requires a more complex English sentence. Okay, let's go on. The second sentence is who plus description. Okay, let's read. It focused mainly on all adults who live and work in America. So for this one, the pattern is, it focused mainly on, and then ... who. Remember the description, so you want to give more information, okay? Let's keep going on to the third sentence. The third sentence deals with what plus description. Let's read. The article made a point to show how they can eat healthy, especially on a daily basis. Now, in this sentence, let's see, the pattern is, the article made a point to show. Okay? Now, in general, this expression or this pattern just means emphasized or thought that it was important. So, for example, I can say, he made a point to show me his new shirt, meaning he put an effort into doing something. So, the key here, made a point to, okay? And the second part is especially, okay? So once again, the article made a point to show ... especially. Remember, because it's a description. All right, let's move on to number 4. Sentence number 4 deals with the when plus the description. So let's read. It was written on December 20th of last year, which was close to Christmas. So for this one, the pattern is it was written ... which. Okay? It was written ... which. All right, let's move on to number 5. Sentence number 5 deals with where plus the description. Okay, let's read it. The exact place that the article talked about was the United States, which is quite populated. Now, for this sentence, we have a longer pattern. The exact place that the article talked about was. So it's a very long pattern, but it's very good to use this pattern when you are writing a summary of an article and it needs to be done at an intermediate level. Okay? And the second part is which. Okay? All right, let's move on. The 6th sentence for the intermediate level summary is why plus description. Let's read it. This was because so many American adults were sick last year. So for this sentence, the pattern is this was because. All right, so for the intermediate level, we have a total of 6 patterns that we need to use when we are summarizing an article. Okay, let's keep going to the advanced level. The first sentence for the advanced level is your opinion before reading the article. So let's read the first sentence. Prior to reading this article, I only focused on exercising for my health. So for the advanced level, you need to use the pattern prior to reading this article. That's the pattern you need to use for the first sentence. Okay, so the second sentence deals with the main purpose. It says, however, as I read through the article, I realized that the main purpose of the article was to show the benefits of eating healthy. Now, since this is the advanced level summary, we need to use a longer pattern. The pattern is, however, as I read through the article, I realized that the main purpose of the article was to ... Exactly. One more time. However, as I read through the article, I realized that the main purpose of the article was to ... Okay, let's keep going. The third sentence deals with who plus the description. It says, it focused mainly on all adults who live and work in America. So the pattern is it focused mainly on ... who ... Okay, let's keep going. Sentence number 4. Sentence number 4 deals with the what plus the description. It says, the article made a point to show how they could eat healthy, especially on a daily basis. So for this sentence, we have the pattern. The article made a point to show, and then especially. Now, made a point to show. That just means it emphasized. It showed that this part is important. Okay, made a point to show. All right. Next, sentence number 5, the when plus the description. Okay, let's keep going. It was written on December 20th of last year, which was close to Christmas. Now again, this is the same as the intermediate level. It was written ... which ... Okay, this is the same as the intermediate level. Okay, next, where plus description for sentence number 6. It says, the exact place that the article talked about was the United States, which is quite populated. Once again, this is the same pattern we used for the intermediate level, and this is okay because it's actually an excellent pattern to use. Okay, so the exact place that the article talked about was ... and which. And the final sentence for the advanced level for this section is why plus description. And it says, This was because so many American adults were sick last year. Once again, this was because ... Okay, so for the advanced level, we have a total of 7 patterns that we will use for the main purpose section. Okay, let's keep going on to the next section. All right, the next section, the key points section. So next in the key points section, we'll start with the beginner level. Okay, the first sentence for this section is the number of key points. One more time, the number of key points. Okay, so the sentence reads, there were 3 key points in the article. So the pattern for this sentence is actually the entire sentence. For the beginner level, you want to make sure you use this sentence exactly how it's written. There were 3 key points in the article. Okay, let's keep going on to the next sentence. Sentence number 5 says, point number 1. Okay, it says, first, eating healthy gives more energy. So the pattern in this sentence is just first, ... After you write first, you will write down what the first point is from the article. Okay, let's keep going. Sentence number 6 says, point number 2. Okay, it says, second, eating healthy helps people think better. So the pattern here is second. Okay, very easy. Second, ... Let's keep going. Next, for sentence number 7, it says point number 3. So it says, finally, eating healthy helps prevent diseases. So for this sentence, the pattern or the word is just finally. Since there are only 3 points in this sentence, we can just use the word finally. And last, for the final sentence in the key points section, we have the summary. Okay, it says, these were the main points in the article. Once again, this entire sentence is the pattern for the beginner level. These were the main points in the article. Okay, so for the second section of the beginner level, the key point section, there are a total of 5 patterns that you will use to write a summary of an article at the beginner level. Okay, let's keep going. This time we're going to go on to the intermediate level. Okay, so the first sentence in this section is the number of key points. It says, the article included many important points, but there were 3 key points. All right, so for this section, the pattern is the entire sentence. Once again, the article included many important points, but there were 3 key points. Okay, let's keep going. The next sentence in this section is point number 1 plus description. Okay, it says, the first key point was eating healthy gives more energy that can be used throughout the day. So for this sentence, the pattern is the first key point was. So instead of the beginner level, which was just first, now for the intermediate level, the pattern is the first key point was. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. Point number 2 plus description. Okay, it says, the second key point was eating healthy helps people think better by enhancing their ability to concentrate while working. And the pattern here is the second key point was. Okay, very easy, very simple, this pattern for the intermediate level. Let's continue. The next sentence is point number 3 plus description. It says, finally, the third key point was eating healthy helps prevent diseases by providing the body with the nutrients that it needs. And in this sentence, the pattern is, finally, the third key point was ... Okay, let's continue. The next one is the summary sentence number 1. Okay, it says, these were the 3 major points stated in the article. Okay, now this one as well needs to be the entire sentence. You'll write it verbatim or exactly as it is here. These were the 3 major points stated in the article. Let's go to the next and the final sentence in this section. Summary sentence number 2. It says, in general, the article used these points to encourage adults to think about their health more. So the pattern in this sentence is, in general, the article used these points to ... Okay? All right. So in this section, we have a total of 6 patterns. I have to write this really small. Okay, we have a total of 6 patterns. Do the E right there. 6 patterns for the intermediate level. Let's keep going to the advanced level where it gets a little bit longer for this section. Okay, so the first sentence in the advanced level summary is the number of key points. It says, the article included a number of important points, but there are 3 points that stood out to me. Okay, so for this one we have, the article included a number of important points, but there were 3 points that stood out to me. Now this is a very long sentence as well, but this pattern is amazing for the advanced level. So again, I'll read it to you and you can memorize it. The article included a number of important points, but there were 3 key points that stood out to me. Stood out to me just means something that really caught my attention or something that really made me think. Okay, stood out to me. Okay, let's keep going to the next sentence. It says, point number 1 plus description. Okay, it says, the first key point was eating healthy gives more energy that can be used throughout the day. Now, again, this pattern is the same as the intermediate level. Okay, so let's just keep going. The next sentence is detail or key sentence. Okay, detail or key sentence. All right, it says, one specific sentence in the article stated that the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the more alive we feel. Now, the pattern is one specific sentence in the article stated that ... Now, what you're going to do after this is literally write a sentence that came from the article, okay, that it was about the first key point. Okay, let's keep going. Next, point number 2 plus description. It says, the second key point was eating healthy helps people think better by enhancing their ability to concentrate while working. Now again, this is the same as the intermediate level. The second key point was ... So let's just keep going. The next sentence deals with the detail or key sentence. Okay, it says, this point was reiterated in the part of the article that said, sugar clouds the mind, but healthy food revitalizes it. I just want to explain this word very quickly. Sugar clouds the mind. That just means sugar makes it difficult to focus. When it's cloudy, you can't see something clear in the sky, okay? And revitalizes just means to give more energy. So the pattern in this sentence is, this point was reiterated in the part of the article that said ... Okay, let's keep going. The next sentence says, point number 3 plus the description. Okay, it says, finally, the third key point was eating healthy helps prevent diseases by providing the body with the nutrients that it needs. So, again, it's the same as the intermediate level. Finally, the third key point was ... Okay, so let's keep moving on since we know this is the same as the intermediate level. And we have the detail or key sentence. It says, the article said that many people suffer from disease because of poor diets. So for this one, it's the article said ... Okay, and again, you're going to put something there that's from the article. Okay, let's keep going. Now we're going to get into the summary sentence number 1. It says, these were the 3 major points stated in the article. Okay, so the pattern is, these were the 3 major points stated in the article. This is exactly the same as the intermediate level. So again, we'll just keep going. And the final sentence, summary sentence number 2, says, in general, the article used these points to encourage adults to think about their health more. This is also the same pattern that we used when we looked at the intermediate level. Okay, so again, in general, the article used these points to ... So for the advanced level, we have a total of 9 different patterns. 9 patterns. Okay, beginner level, we have 5. Intermediate level, we have 6. And the advanced level, we have 9. And finally, the last section. Okay, now the final section for your summary is going to be your opinion. Now, let's start with the beginner level. So, in the beginner level, we have 2 sentences for this section. The first sentence is the conclusion. Let's read it. At the end of the article, it said that eating healthy is important for all adults. So, in this sentence, the pattern is, at the end of the article, it said ... Okay, at the end of the article, it said ... All right, and the next sentence, the final sentence, is your opinion. It says, in my opinion, this was a good article. So you're going to write your opinion, and the pattern is, in my opinion ... So you're going to give your opinion on the article, and this would complete your beginner's level summary of an article. Okay, now for the intermediate level, there are 3 sentences. Now, the first sentence is the conclusion sentence number 1. Okay, and it says, the last portion of the article said that eating healthy is important for all adults. Now, the pattern in this sentence is, the last portion of the article said ... Let's redo that. Little squiggly. Here we go. The last portion of the article said ... Now that's better. Okay, let's keep going. The next sentence is the conclusion sentence number 2. Okay, it says, it emphasized once again that the food a person eats will affect their entire life. The pattern is, it emphasized once again ... Okay, now this is showing that you're saying once again an important point from a previous section in the article summary that you've done. Okay, and the last sentence is your opinion, and it says, after reading this article, I also began to realize the importance of eating healthy. So the pattern is, after reading this article ... You give what your opinion is, and that completes the intermediate level summary of an article. And finally, if we go to the bottom and we have our advanced level, the first sentence is the conclusion sentence number 1. And what will you notice? It's exactly the same as the intermediate level. But let's read it. The last portion of the article said that eating healthy is important for all adults. Let's highlight it. The last portion of the article said ... The next sentence says, conclusion sentence number 2. It emphasized once again that the food a person eats will affect their entire life. And let's highlight it. It emphasized once again, the same as the intermediate level. And finally, your opinion after. Now this is a little bit different. It says, after completing this article, I also began to realize the importance of eating healthy. So in this pattern, we changed reading to completing this article. And just so we remember, for the beginner level, we have 2 patterns. And for the intermediate and the advanced level, we have 3 patterns for the Your Opinion section. Now you can summarize any article in English based on your level. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to keep studying with me, go to my website, speakenglishwithtiffany.com/ebooks, and get your ebook today. Or go to speakenglishwithtiffany.com/courses and sign up for one of my English courses.